Hello, everyone. Welcome back to episode 13 of A Message From. We're your hosts. I'm Alyson.
I'm Edward.
And we're here.
Oh, okay.
No, I've definitely introed us that way before. So I have an update for you.
Oh.
I gave you a bit of some updates yesterday, but I never really followed up, I don't think, with the conclusion. So last week, I mentioned that my heat was not working.
Ah, right. Okay.
And I was like waking up in the middle of the night, freezing, confused as to what was going on. So I finally put in the maintenance request. And my boy Andy comes right away. He's at my door like 5 minutes after I put the request in. Andy
That's like really fast.
It's really fast. I think because, well, first of all, Andy and I are best friends.
Oh.
There are like 3 maintenance guys here, but Andy is almost always the one that answers my maintenance requests. And
Love Andy.
my apartment is cursed. We do love Andy, but my apartment is cursed. I've been a renter for like 10, 11, 12 years, something like that. In all of my years of renting, altogether, I have never had as many maintenance requests as I have had in the last 9 months in this apartment.
That is a lot.
It's wild.
Wait,
it's wild.
Also, I have to pause you for a second and just apologize to anybody. There is a siren outside of my window. The awning on my window is like making noise. There's just noise coming from the building, so I'm just apologizing that before.
This is real life,
I don't know what's
baby.
happening. This is real life.
We do not paint this podcast with a filtered brush.
No, we don't. No, I don't paint at all. At all.
I would like to paint.
So Andy came. What did Andy do?
Andy came. Andy looked at the heat. Andy told me that the HVAC is fried because the heating coil has been dripping water on it or something, and it has to be completely replaced.
Jesus Christ.
Andy tells me that they'll have to come and replace it in the morning, and that they're going to have to cut part of the drywall away. So then in the afternoon, someone's going to have to come and replace the chopped off drywall.
Right. Okay.
And I'm like, I'm always very, very, very nice to people like who have to come to my house or my apartment or whatever to fix things. Like,
and only those people.
Exactly, only those people. You know, I've worked in customer service. Like, it's got to be awkward going into someone's home and then, you know, there's always the person that like hovers over you and watches everything you're doing. And it's like, oh, you missed a spot here. You missed something there. So I'm like, I do that in secret, okay? I wait till they walk out and then I peek over my shoulder quickly like, what's going on? What does it look like? But I'm always like, you know, I don't know. I'm just really nice to these guys. So I'm always really nice to Andy, but I feel bad because there's always a moment where I'm like distressed. He's always giving me distressing news. So there's always a moment where I'm like, oh, what am I supposed to do? I was like, I'm going to have to take a day off work.
Oh no, what a shame.
And he's like, no, I mean, you can just let them in if you want while you're gone. And I'm like, but where am I going to work? I work at home. So there's always like
this reenactment.
There's always like a distressing moment, but then we get it together. So they came to fix my HVAC yesterday, and I'm sitting here working. I did have a couple meetings yesterday, so I was just like, fingers crossed, they're done. There's like a break between the actual HVAC replacement and the drywall replacement, and it fits my meeting schedule.
Right.
I mean, fortune was on my side because that's exactly what happened. But when they first come in and they're looking, I'm sitting here and I have my back to them. I was like, I don't want to be like watching them, like staring at them or whatever. So, you know, they're drilling, they're unscrewing things, there's some noises. And then comes the really concerning noises of them like sawing the drywall. And I'm like, oh my gosh.
Okay, yeah.
Like, this is happening. And, like, I was afraid to look. Like, when they would go out the door to, like, go get something, I didn't want to look.
Right, because it probably looks terrifying.
It was concerning noises.
Distressing.
And so then, distressing. After the sawing stops, and this is, like, a big burly guy. Like, he's huffing and puffing. And then, all of a sudden, I hear some, like, jingling noises. And then he goes, oh.
Oh.
And I was like, oh? What does he mean, oh? What is he saying, oh, like that? I was like, oh my gosh, what's going on?
Oh my god.
He, like, needed his partner to help him or something. Get it out. They had to saw some more of the drywall off.
Oh,
it was, like, way up in there or something. I don't know. But anyway.
So what happens next?
So they managed to pull this old thing out that's not working. They get a new one in there. They carry a bucket of water to my hot water heater, which is out on the balcony. And then literally 2 seconds later, I hear water, like, trickling. And the water was, like, sucked into the new HVAC or something. That's how my heat works.
I don't know how heat works in general.
Me neither.
But sounds like they're doing the right thing.
They were doing things, and it was working. This one works on the heat, like that. The heat works on the heat. This one works with the hot water.
We sound like idiots right now.
So stupid. But anyway. So that works, and I'm like, oh, we must be in business. I'm hearing good noises. And then he goes over to the thermostat, and the thing clicks on, and it works.
Oh my god.
So he was gone for a few minutes, and I'm in here, and I'm like, I'm still working, like, typing away on my computer. But I'm like, I'm freezing. I mean, this is the problem, right? The heat hasn't been working, so it's been getting down to, like, 60 degrees in my apartment at night. Super cold. But then I'm like, I'm really cold. Like, where's this cold air coming from? And I look, and he had the AC on, and he had it set to 59.
Oh my god.
And I'm like, this has just got to be a test or something, right? Like, dude's coming back to rescue me, right? And so he comes back in
your apartment.
Oh my gosh. So he comes back in, he, like, signals to me that he's, like, done and that's all set. And I noticed he had, like, turned the AC off, and he was like, yeah, I just had to charge the AC. And then he switched it back to heat.
Okay.
And then he kindly, very, very kindly, like, I heard him vacuuming up the little drywall crumbles, and he used some, like, fancy outdoor tape or something to tape the sawed off drywall bits back on there. He was like, I'm gonna try and make it look as good as possible for you until someone can come fix this.
Oh my god, so nice.
It was so nice. They were all so nice. And so then fast forward to yesterday afternoon, I'm like, okay, dove Andy? Like, he told me he was gonna be here after lunch, but no one's here, and it's after lunch. I was like, I need to go for a run. I gotta do it. I gotta go for a run.
Okay.
So I'm running. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling winded. I decide to walk. So I'm like, I'll just take a nice leisurely walk back to my apartment. It actually turned out to be a really nice afternoon. The sun's out. So I'm walking. And then I get this email, and I'm like, shoot, I should respond to this email quickly. So I'll just run back. So I ran back. Andy is in his golf cart outside in front of my apartment. Yeah, the maintenance guys drive a golf cart around.
How big is this area you live in?
Well, the problem is there's, like, two sides of the community, east and west. And to, like, walk on the street, it's, like, maybe half a mile between the two. It only takes a few minutes, but it's like, Andy drives a golf cart.
Love that
so
for
he's
Andy.
Like, oh, yes, we do love that for Andy. It has, like, a little shelter thing on it for the cold months.
Love.
So Andy's like, oh, hey, the office had given them a key because obviously I wasn't here when they knocked on the door.
Right.
But then they gave them the wrong key, and they had to send the guy back to get another key, and I'm like,
God, this is a saga.
It's a saga. So then he comes in, he fixed the drywall, and I was like, this is gonna look like crap. Like, The guy seemed really nice. Like, I'm sure he knows what he's doing. But I was just like, watch this turn out like crap. And so...
Pessimistic, I would say.
Yeah. Well, I just went out on my balcony. I was on the phone with, like, doing work calls. So I was like, every so often I would try to, like, peek and see.
Is that what you're doing now? Was that what that was?
Sorry.
Acting?
If my voice gets really far away, I'm, like, leaning over, peeking at my drywall.
Okay.
It looks great. I will say, there's a couple of tiny little spots where I'm like, you could have done a little bit better there. But I mean, at the same time, it's like, it's just the crevice where like the cover to the HVAC attaches to the wall.
Right.
And I'm like, I don't think there's really any way to fix that without like a complete redo. So.
Yeah. Wait, so is this the whole thing is done?
The whole thing is done.
Oh, I thought this was going to take much longer. Like you had like some other day.
Me too, right?
Wow.
They got that done yesterday. But I do need to call my boy Andy because he left a space heater here. He brought me a space heater.
Oh, yeah. Andy's got to pick up a space heater. They're going to charge you for it if you keep it. You steal it.
It's a really nice space heater, too. Like, really nice.
You did send me a picture of the space heater, and it did look, what's the word, like, top grade, top quality.
She is top of the line.
Yeah. She makes your WCW look, I don't know where I was going with that. It was bad. I couldn't think of it in time.
Sorry, I can't save you. I've just been talking for like 15 minutes straight.
That story did take, if you were curious, 12 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm a talker.
No, it was good. I just wish people could have seen it. Because there was like some acting going on there. You like moved while you did it. It was great.
We should be recording these. We should definitely be recording.
Oh, I don't know if people are sick enough of looking at my facha on my Instagram account. I don't think they want to see a video of this.
I post my facha 3 times a year, maybe. So
if we're lucky.
If I grace you with my presence.
That facha is exclusive.
Yes, she is.
Yes, she is. So we forgot to talk about this last week. The Chromatica Oreos that I received.
Yes.
I was very confused because, well, you have to write what's on the package, obviously, or what's in the package. And you wrote
I always
biscuits?
try to be sneaky.
Yeah, and I don't look for it, but I was like, I had 2 packages come out of the blue, so I was like kind of curious as what they were. One of them was a RuPaul Chia Pet. So there's that.
Incredible.
Yeah, I got to figure out a place to put it and start growing her hair, her wig. And then the other one was yours, and it said biscuits, and I was like, why the hell did Alyson just send me like biscuits? And when I think of you and the word biscuits, I think like tea biscuits.
Like a KFC biscuit? Or you mean like the biscuits, like the chocolate biscuits?
No, I'm talking, like chocolate biscuits, English biscuits, like it's tea time, dippy, right? I mean, you had that biscuit flavored tea.
Oh, the biscuit tea. I do love the biscuit tea.
So I was like, that's so random. Why the hell would she send me this? And then I opened it, and first of all, so rude of you to use that packaging. That packaging inside that was all that paper.
Okay, well, let me just tell you.
I mean, it was good for the environment, and I obviously recycled it, but I opened it a little too energetically, and I was like, oh, now there's fucking paper all over my bed. Paper
everywhere. Guess what? I recycled that paper. My mother sent me that paper in a package.
Oh, so really, because I was going to say, your mother bought the Oreos, sent them to you, and then, so that makes sense. I was like, where did Alyson get all this paper from?
Fully from my mother.
Oh, well then in that case, I'm no longer offended. It was very fun to open.
You love the paper.
I loved the paper.
It was the greatest packaging ever.
Yes. But I was able to eat finally after God knows how many months of them being available in the United States. The green and pink Chromatica Oreos, and they tasted like vanilla Oreos. Yep, that's the review.
But they were great colors.
They were great colors. I ate, what is there, like 8 in a row, and there were 3 rows, like 8, 16, 24. I had 16 for lunch that day. as my lunch.
Great choice.
Yeah. And then I ate the other 8 the next day. They lasted not more than 24 hours in my life. But I know you were dying for that review, and the review was, I enjoyed them. They were divine. The paper was everywhere, but I loved it because it came from your mother.
We love that review.
Well, that's the top half, babe. We are going to take a break, and maybe we'll do 10 push-ups again like last week. I got 20 more days today, and then we'll take a message from my roommate and one of the people I've known for the longest in my life, Miss Natalie Kitty Regan.
Fab. Okay, we're back. We're swole. We're pumped. We did 10 push-ups. And now we have a message from the bestie Natalie.
Hello, Alyson and Edward. How are you guys doing? This is Natalie, Edward's friend, roommate, and person he goes on a date with every Friday. I'm calling in to just ask a few questions, give you guys a topic to discuss for your new episode. So my topic is spirituality. I would like to know some of your experiences in astrology with tarot, and Alyson Edward had mentioned that you do a lot of dream journaling, and he got you a journal for your birthday or for Christmas. So I would like to know if there's any connections you found within your dreams that relates to your present or current situation or experiences. And tell me how you guys got involved in it, or how did you get interested in some of these aspects. Just because I'm going to introduce myself in this way. Maybe some people will follow me back. But I started this Instagram, and thank you, Edward, for helping me with my website to provide energy healing meditation and tarot readings for people who are interested, which is peak.intuition on Instagram. So check me out. But I wanted to just ask you guys your thoughts on astrology, tarot, Reiki. Give me your thoughts, and if you think it helps you in your everyday life. And yeah, I would like to know more about your dreams, Alyson. So thank you guys. Have fun. Bye.
Oh, that's a lot. Okay.
Thank you, Natalie.
Oh my God,
hello.
Miss Kitty.
Love you.
She's literally in the room next door. I'm sure.
Thanks for your interest in my dreams.
Yeah. Let me explain first who Miss Kitty is.
Okay.
Also known as Natalie, also known as Nurt. Miss Kitty is my roommate. She's Annie's sister, who Annie called in like ages ago, it feels like. I've known this since high school. Ago. Yeah. So she's her sister, and she lives with me in España in the apartment. Anyway, that's that. I did do Kitty's website for her energy healing stuff, so people should.
You are the website king.
Well, king is a strong word, but I'll take it. I'll fully take it.
You have a very nice website.
I do. That's also thanks to Adobe Portfolio. They make it very easy for me to seem professional.
Do you want to do my website? Because the reason I never got my food blog off the ground is because I spent like 3 weeks trying to fix the top banner, and it wouldn't do what I wanted it to do, and I just never looked back.
I completely forgot you were doing that food blog. That was like 3 years ago.
Yeah, because it was so long ago. Yeah.
Oh my God, we should get that run in.
Damn website going.
Oh my God, we should also revamp Alyson Abroad.
We should bring it back.
Oh my God.
Like once a year, I'll get an email notification that someone has like liked one of my blog posts. Just like a random stumbled across it.
Oh my God, love. Also, I guess like in order of importance, we still have to do a podcast website. And then we can choose food blog or the revamp of Alyson Abroad. I do love the idea of Alyson Abroad 2.0.
2.0.
Anyway, Is there a particular dream that you would like to talk about, Natalie? Kitty did ask about dreams.
She did. So
is there a dream you want to talk about? Because I have a dream I can talk about.
Yes. I went through the archives. I pulled out this old notebook that I used to write dreams down in like years ago.
Oh boy.
And I was like, oh, I'll probably have to read through this one to find one that's like good enough to share, but not too long.
All your dreams are good enough to share. They're all insane.
They're insane. The very first one, I was like, this is it.
Okay.
This is it. I don't have to go any further. So I'm going to read this to you.
Oh my God, it's a live reading. Oh my God, I'm so excited.
It's a live reading.
Oh my God, that's a lovely journal.
It's this beautiful journal. It's all made out of like recycled cardboard.
Oh.
And even the paper, you can see like the fibers, the recycled fibers.
Like what? From the paper pulp.
Yes,
Paper.
It's so nice.
A man-made material. Teaching that to my kids.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Opaque. Light.
What is going on?
Sorry.
Back to the dream.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not going to use names in here, but there are these two boys. They're grown adults now, but I used to babysit them. They lived in my hometown.
Okay.
So.
Are they going to get fake names, or are we just not getting names?
I was just going to not do names.
Okay, yeah, that works.
We could do fake names.
Here's what we'll do. You do no names, and then in post, I'll put a name over it. Every time you talk. Say blank, and then in post, I'll put a name over it.
Okay. Okay, January 1st, 2009. I was babysitting... Begins! But their house was different. There was a giant pond in the backyard with a hole in it, and a cat was in there. I'm not going to be able to not laugh. Okay. The hole took you underground, and there was an army of creatures gathering there. So me and the other people there were trying to escape. The end.
Wow, I can't believe that was so succinct.
Yeah, I picked a short one.
Wow.
That same day, I had another dream.
The same day?
Do you want me to read the other one, too?
The same day?
The same night, sorry.
Oh, right. You are a multiple dream
and
one night person.
When you go through here, there are some days with like 5
That was 2009? How old were you?
19.
Oh my God. So as we know, I'm 3 years younger than you. We both learned that 2 weeks ago.
Yes. So you were 16.
Oh my God, I was a child.
Well, I was dreaming about demon cats and holes and ponds and armies of creatures.
Armies of creatures. Oh my God.
It's wild because my dreams almost always have someone that I know really well in real life in them. You know how they say, like, you never dream about someone you haven't met before? Like, everyone in your dreams are always someone you've met already.
Oh my God, that's a thing.
Yeah. But it's weird because, like, you'll have dreams and you think that the people in there, you don't know them in real life. But apparently you've, like, at least crossed them on the street or something before.
Oh my God, I had no idea.
But it's like my dreams are almost always someone I know really well is in there with me. But then the other stuff that's happening is just insane, like, makes no sense.
Yes, I'm not kidding. Sometimes when you would send those to me, I remember one where you were in a mall. And I don't remember, you were like going up the escalator, down the escalator, you were running around. I remember you were talking about that one time in like I think it was like a 7 series voice message situation. And I remember listening to it and being like, what the hell is going on in this dream? Like your dreams are insane. Their dreams are...
They're insane.
Chock full of like plot. There's not a low period in your dreams. The vibes are high and chaotic.
They are chaotic. Oh my gosh, they're really chaotic. I could share last night's dream too, but we'll put that on pause until the end if we have time.
Okay.
You can now share your dream.
Well, I was just going to share the dream where I died. Because a lot of people... Oh my God, the look on your face.
I've never had a death dream. I've never died in a dream.
Well, they say that, like, if you die in a dream, you die in real life.
Right.
Terrifying. But it happened to me. I died.
Are you a vampire right now?
I mean, very, very translucent. It's coming out of winter. I was wearing a tank top at volleyball, and I was like, oh, his arms are bright white. I don't know. No, I had a dream where, this will be short, hopefully. I was engaged in conflict in Afghanistan. Wild.
What?
Yeah. I got stuck. We were like under fire. I got stuck in the grate of a Jeep. Don't know how that happens. Because I was like walking backwards. And I got shot. And I got shot right where I have a birthmark on my, my, what is this called? Chest. Thank you.
Thorax. Upper body.
Thorax. I'm not an insect. I got shot there. And it was like literally like it faded to black. And I like knew I was dying. I was like, oh, this is crazy. Like
That's scary.
This is happening. And then I woke up in the dream, not in real life. And I was in like some Roman temple that was like kind of in a ruins, like some Greek Roman situation. And there were like bubbles everywhere, like big bubbles. And I had previously in a different dream been to that place before, but it was an actual town. Like it wasn't in ruins. And I'm not talking like bombed ruins. I just mean like
ancient ruins.
Yeah, like that vibe. If people could see my hands right now, I'm doing the like gay
I'm
hand
obsessed
flick.
with the hands.
It's a lot right now.
We've been really active today.
I know. It's because of the push-ups, babe. Yeah. So that's my death dream, which is always like a kicker for people because people say you can't die in dreams. And I'm like, well, mama, I have.
I did, and I survived.
Well, maybe I didn't. Who knows?
Yeah, maybe you are a vampire.
I wouldn't hate that.
TBD.
Although my Catholic school would probably not like that.
They would not enjoy.
Nor. Kitty also talked about like Reiki and tarot and astrology in her message. To be quite honest, I have no idea what Reiki is.
Me neither. I've definitely heard of it, but I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I think it's just like some form of meditation and energy healing situation. I think Bobby said that he was doing it, though don't quote me on that. And he might message me in the group chat and be like, take that slander out of your mouth. And I'll be like, sorry, on next week's episode.
Can I read a definition of Reiki?
Please.
A healing technique based on the principle that therapists can channel energy into the patient by means of touch to activate the natural healing processes of the patient's body and restore physical and emotional well-being.
Oh, kind of sounds like a massage therapist, a psychotherapist, and like an energy healer all in one.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Very interesting.
Well, I have no experience with that. Do you?
No.
All right, moving on. We all know I'm big into astrology, so that we need to touch upon. But and we
That's
know
my
that you
only
got me the tarot thing.
Yeah, yes.
Sorry, what were we gonna say? I cut you off.
I was just gonna say that's like my only really real link to like astrology and tarot and so all that stuff is through you.
I'm like, what? Love that for me and for you, I guess. Yeah. I'm your gateway drug.
You are. Maybe I'll get into Reiki.
Maybe genuinely, you might want to text Bob about it.
Yeah, see what's going on with that.
Yeah, I swear he brought it up. Swear. I will say also that Natalie, Kitty, Nurt, the artist formerly known as Natalie, now known as Kitty, she has done some of those energy healing things on me for like practice. And interesting. I just sort of sit there while I lay down. And she like does her thing and then tells me what happens. She's like, you didn't feel anything. It's only been like twice. Actually, we haven't done one in a long time. And I should probably get one done. Because I did her website. Although she did pay me €10 for it. So.
Just make her buy you the dinner on Friday night's date. Can I just say, when she said that, I was like, I want to go on Friday night dates with you guys.
We went on one last night.
I saw the pictures and I was thinking about it. I was like,
look
at them having so much fun.
Yeah, I mean, we just sort of sit there and like complain. But it's great. We have no other friends really, so we just do that on Fridays. I'm
coming to join you guys.
Yeah, Alyson Abroad 2.0. She's coming to
Alyson
Friday
Abroad
Date.
2.0.
Yeah.
Greece announced they're opening their borders. France announced they're opening their borders. So Spain.
Yeah.
What are you waiting for?
I already live in Europe. What do you mean, what am I waiting for?
Knock, for me. Oh. Knock, knock. I'm at the door. Let me in.
JK, it's Andy at the door. asking for his space heater.
Yanzi, I'll give him the space heater back before I disappear.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of, so Friday night date, which I love. So we got pho, and then we went and got ice cream. The ice cream was like meh, because we didn't go to like a good place. We just went to like a place. And then we went to a bookstore, and I bought a French book.
What book?
I bought Le Peste.
Camus.
Yeah, I've never read it, but I know that it's like a thing. And I was like, oh, I'll read a book about the plague in the middle of a plague. Why not?
Better que no.
Yeah. But the
Great
lady
timing.
there was like, it's like an English-French bookstore. It's called Desperate Literature. I've never been there before, but it's like a thing in Madrid. And now they bought like 3 books. And she was like, oh, do you guys need any help? But I could tell by her accent in English that she was French. And I was just like looking around like, I don't need a book. I've got things in my Kindle that have been there for months. I just keep renewing them. And I was like, oh, I saw this, and it was in the intermediate section. I read the back, and I was like, oh yeah, this is like doable, you know. I mean, the other books I have in French are Petit Nicolas, a little too easy. Le Petit Prince, read that before. I've read all these before. I have Huis Clos, not really want to read that again, and like Candide and like things like that. Like I don't want to read those really. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. So here I am. And then she spoke to me in French, and I was like, whoa, ma'am, just let me get my French book in peace. Like, do not speak to me in French. And then it was awkward because we had to say goodbye, and I was like, do I say it in English? Because
After you had snubbed her.
what do you mean snubbed her? I spoke back to her in French.
Okay, you were nice.
Yeah, I mean, I was just taken by surprise, and so then that's the end of that story. I guess there's really no into it. That was Friday night date.
I'll need to send you or bring you the last French book I just read. It's by Aurélie Vallon. I've read a couple of her books now. They're so good and cute, and they're easy reads.
Really? Because no offense to the French, not that they listen. French literature sometimes it's not my cup of tea.
Oh yeah, no. Sometimes it's not great. It's difficult to find like
good ones.
novels in French
Yeah.
that aren't Voltaire or Camus or like
this is gonna be like a head
there's
scratcher.
no in between.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's that. And that's also this episode. Did you just yawn?
We were chatting
Did you just
together.
yawn live on the pod? Did you just yawn? Was I boring you?
Did
Alyson?
I yawn?
You yawned.
I'm sorry. It's early here. It's not early. It's 8:46 a.m.
That is early to most people, but not us.
I've been up for ages.
She's been up. Just up. She's just been up with this
Just
updo.
up. With this beautiful updo, looking like a vegetable on top of my head.
It's cute. It looks cute, not gonna lie.
Thank you.
Do you have a postcard update for us? Sorry, I just did the hands again. Not that anybody saw it.
A postcard update. If you send us a message, we'll send you a postcard. That's the update. If you are
But has anybody received a postcard?
patiently waiting
okay.
for your postcard to be sent to you, it's coming
All right. Well,
soon.
that's the tea on the postcard update. And if, like she said, if you would like a postcard, all you gotta do, baby, call us at 202-630-4509 or send us a message at a message from postcards@gmail.com and leave us a review, give us a little rating on Apple Podcasts, and tell a friend, and yerp. That's it. We've been dancing back and forth while saying this. Note that anyone can see. We look like absolute morons. All right, till next week.
We are.
Ciao, ciao.
Bye.
Oh my god.
We got some energy.
Oh, I have to stop
this week.
recording. Haha.
Oh yeah, stop recording.